Hello, welcome back to L Talks. Today is a very special episode because, I'm recording this episode on Saturday, but this will be out on Monday when you're watching it, which today is Monday, the 22nd of August. And the reason that is special is, and the reason I have that balloon up there is because Monday the 22nd is my 3 year comedy anniversary. Monday the 22nd, well, the 22nd of August, not Monday, is the day I started comedy. And this episode's going to be kind of going back, like I said, kind of reeling in the years for my Irish viewers. You will know what that is. Reeling in the years, a TV program that's produced in Ireland. And the computer is not happy. It shows all the world events and events that happened during that time in Ireland, and it's shown at the end of the year. So this is my kind of version for my comedy. In the last episode, I talked about how I was going to reveal something about the night before I started comedy. The person I was seeing ended our relationship. So, because I had taken the week off work, I had gone up to Dublin for 2 days and came back home on Wednesday, and then from Thursday through to Sunday, I was going to Dublin. And just trying to remember, yeah. So on the Wednesday night, I realized that that happened, and then because I wasn't planning to go out drinking that day at all, and the minute I found out what had happened, I texted my friend and I said, "You know what, fuck this, let's go." And we're sitting there, and we were talking about, I said, tomorrow night I'm going to be doing comedy, and goes, because, but are you not gonna let the fact that what had transpired earlier on that night, get not being in the relationship anymore? My friend was saying to me, Gary actually was saying to me, Gary, who's been on the podcast before, he was saying, it's going to be difficult to perform tomorrow night, but I'm like, look, I'm not going to think about it, because even back then, kind of had this idea, this, was important, and I had to take a good shot at it for how to put it in words. I wanted to give it my best shot, my best effort at it, 110%, whatever. So I was like, I'm not gonna let it worry me or whatever, and I'm just gonna go out there and do my best. And because I had kind of an idea in my mind that this might be the beginning of something great, so I didn't want to kind of start off on the wrong foot or whatever. And look at where we are 3 years later. The funny thing as well is I'm recording this on Saturday, and in 1 week's time I'm performing at the Edinburgh Fringe, which is the world's biggest arts festival. And and I think I made the right decision that time when I started comedy. Just not think about the relationship ending, and just go out and do my best. And so I just kind of tried not to think about it and went ahead with the set, which, as you know, turned out great. That very first set was really nice, and like I've said, the people, the Pádraig Williams, who was emceeing that night, I've met him since doing comedy, And I've told him, it was really good how he was such a nice MC to the two of us who started out comedy, and Kyle Phillip as well for the nice comments after my set. That other dude who started comedy the same day as me, I don't think he's doing it anymore, or I don't think he has had a set since, because I can't find him anywhere, which is unfortunate because he was very, very funny, but I was also very, very nervous about performing like myself that night. But it's just kind of, I just kind of went ahead with it, and 3 years later, here we are, a week away from making my debut at the Edinburgh Fringe. The guy who hosts the show, Oleg, he posted a picture of the room, I think from like 2 nights ago. About 20 odd people in there, which is very nice. So really looking forward to the set. It's a really nice room. Like I'm looking forward to being in there. Making people laugh. My material still have to pack for the trip. I'm looking forward to seeing some comedy as well. Same night that I'm performing, I'm going to catch Brian's last night of his show. Oh no, he's doing it on the 28th as well. But it'll be a bit of fun. Brian Gallagher, that is, by the way, for some of the fans who don't know, or if you just started looking at my stuff recently. Any other things that I want to talk about? No, I mean, really, that's about it. Like, I mean, just kind of remembering how that started in comedy, because we were, like, I was having a conversation with Gary a couple of days ago as well about, I was saying, I was going to record this podcast, and then it was kind of, I'll be recording a Saturday, a week before the Edinburgh, fucking whatchamacallit, appearance. And it's like I said, it is still a bit shocking to me, the fact that I'm performing at the Fringe in a really nice room, and then a week after I come back, I'm in the Halfpenny, and a full circle back to where we started. Like, I really enjoy performing the Halfpenny because it's where I started, and the lads from Irish Trade Talk podcast, they're brilliant hosts, Kevin and Jason. It's it was always a fun night in the Halfpenny, and it'll be, like I said, that night I'll be trying out brand new material. Hopefully people will like it, because if they don't, I'm gonna have to rewrite shit, which is not always good. Sometimes, well, it is and it isn't, depending on what it is. It can be sometimes annoying, and tedious. Other times it can be quite fun. For those of you who want to use helium balloons in the future, like, as you can see, up there and there, I have two strings. They're there, one is there, the other one is there. Is this how the weather people feel when they're presenting? Because the weather people film on a green screen, so they're always like pointing things that aren't there, but anyway. And what was I going to say? Making faces there like an idiot. So for people in the future, it's better to tie them down with like two things rather than the one. Because when I had just the one string, this thing would just like turn, kind of like oscillate for whatever reason. So this is a much better solution. Because I think for the 50th episode anniversary, I bought balloons, but I realized they weren't helium ones, so I couldn't have them floating like this. So if you remember, I just sellotaped a bunch of balloons in the corner of the room here, up above me there. If you go back and look at that video, that's what I did. I hung a banner. I think it said anniversary to something. Something along those lines, anyway. I'm just trying to think of other things that. Just any other news or anything? I don't think there is any, apart from advice on helium balloons and stuff. Um, oh yes, actually, a gift. Um, as you well know, Dog Roy, who hacked into my podcast a couple of weeks back, he won the competition. So I sent him out an Al Talks podcast sticker, and Dog Roy sent me out one of his stickers, which says, "All who oppose Dog Roy will be crucified," and he's got some cyclic lettering in there, which I think it's a quite a nice. This is actually a picture of Progroy, which is a robot that was made by Dalgroy to assist him in his day-to-day life. But thank you, Dalgroy, for this. And as usual, you can get my podcast sticker on from me if you just email me or send me a message on my social media channels. They're €250 each, and I will get them out to. I think that's it. Next time you'll see me do a podcast will be after my Edinburgh debut. So it'll be a big episode. I'll tell you what happened over the weekend and stuff, and that'll be all. I will record some comedy vlogs over in Edinburgh as well. For a bit of fun. They'll probably be up on Instagram first, YouTube at some stage, but I will be there. I'll be traveling over with my family, with all my sisters, so they may or may not make an appearance in the videos or the vlogs. But I think that is pretty much it. Anyway, happy 3-year anniversary to me. Here's to another 40 million years. Well, I know for a fact that obviously I'm not going to stop comedy now. This is it's going to be sort of for the rest of my life sort of thing. But here's to 3 years anyway. And thanks for all the support so far. All the people who watch every week and enjoy the content. I thank you. And all the people who follow me on social media and stuff like that. And I should bring you more gigs in the future, like I said. The other fun thing is, my next comedy gig is at the Edinburgh Fringe. Another kind of weird thing. It's just like, but yeah, that's it for this week's episode. Thank you all for watching, and I should catch you next week. Goodbye.